Hello and welcome to another 3ABN Today Live. We are so glad that you have joined us this evening. Thank you so much for being part of our 3ABN family. Thank you so much also for your prayers and your financial support for God's ministry, 3ABN. And it's also your ministry. Thank you for participating with the ministry as we endeavor to reach the entire world with the gospel, a world that's full of chaos and darkness. What a wonderful message we have to proclaim. And that is from the Word of God. And Jill, tonight's program, what a great way to start the new year, because tonight's program is on health, and we have some longtime friends of the ministry of 3ABN. They're on this evening with us, and it's always a real treat to have them with us. I'm not mentioning their name on purpose. You're kind of saying, who is it, who is it? I think I saw them in the wide shot. But Jill, tell us about our program tonight.
So tonight is not just on health, it's actually about weight loss or something to do with a winning way challenge. We're going to find out what that's all about. Because I know in January, many of us think, okay, let me see, I gained a few pounds last year, and let's look at that. What are we going to do this year with that? But our family on the set here, we were just saying, I've known them since you and I were married, so over 23 years, because they've been coming to 3ABN even longer than that.
Oh, yeah, you're right. And it's Curtis and Paula Eakins. It's so good to have you here. Happy New Year to you both.
All right, yes. Always glad to be back. And Jill always say, welcome home.
Yeah, she does.
Yes, welcome home. So this is our second home. So
it is.
About, what, 20, well, it'll be a few months, it'll be 29 years.
29.
Wow.
Yeah, coming up, yeah.
Yeah, Abundant Living, which is the program that you all do, plus you do some Today programs and such for us as well. But the Abundant Living program, I believe that's one of the longest airing, continuous airing programs on 3ABN. It's what, 20, how many years?
29 years?
Yeah, 29, coming up on 29, yes.
Yeah,
So
that's amazing.
I'm bringing her with me every time, yeah.
So when you all first came then 29 years ago, then it was to start Abundant Living, is that right? They asked you to record Abundant Living programs?
We actually started on Food for
Thought.
Thought.
Food for Thought,
That
that's
was the
right.
first
Yes,
show.
Food for Thought, when we first came up for a whole week, Food for Thought.
Food for Thought.
And then that Thursday, we did the first live. And then that evening, after the live, the phones just rang off the hook. Who's that couple? I haven't seen them before. That evening, they offer us our show, Abundant Living.
Wow.
It's our Thursday Night Live, so yeah. And they said, well, we need 26 shows. 26 shows. I said, can we do 26 shows?
Half a year taping.
Half a year taping.
Yeah.
So, of course, we said, okay, do we know
Went back to our room, and what did we do, honey?
Do we know 26 titles to any show?
We've been doing programs, but we never really just, put them on a piece of paper.
So we went back and we prayed and asked the Lord just to be with us. Can we do this, Lord? Do you want this? And that morning we woke up and wrote down the title to 33 programs.
Oh, they just kept coming. They just kept coming.
That's gone.
I said, honey, I think we can do this.
They were so happy.
D. Hildebrand says, okay, we'll see you in 6 months. That was 29 years ago.
And then when we actually came in about the 24th show, that was 4 shows a day, every day.
Yeah.
Wow.
Except for Friday,
2 weeks,
Saturday, and Sunday. And so she came walking through real fast, and she said,
She's still walking fast.
Miss Hildebrand, has anyone ever done this many shows? And she looked at us and she said, no, you're the first.
You're the first one.
We had 2 more shows to go.
I said, now you tell us.
So see, you all set the bar really high.
Oh,
So
yeah.
is it possible? We say, oh, of course it's possible. The Eakins do it, so you can do it too.
26 shows in two weeks.
Yeah, that's
3 or 4 shows a day.
That's incredible.
There's a lot.
So I know you're president and vice president of Health Seminars Incorporated, correct? And you also are health directors for the South Central Conference. And tell us, what is Health Seminars, in case anybody's wondering about your ministry before we jump into the winning way?
So Health Seminars is basically, we do seminars on health, okay? So Health Seminars, all right? Incorporated, we're a 501c3 nonprofit organization. You not just do health seminars, but also conferences, cooking shows, etc. Major health conditions that plague the American population. Now, in our area where we live, Huntsville, Alabama, this is not something that we brag about. Where we live in this nation, Huntsville, Alabama, we have in the heart of 4 major belts.
Okay.
4 major belts.
Okay, what are
we
they?
have the stroke belt.
Oh, wow.
We have the diabetes belt. Alabama's number 3 in the nation.
Oh, wow.
We have the cancer belt. In our area, there's an 18% higher risk of cancer than any place else in the country. And the last belt is the obesity belt, which we'll be talking about today. Wow. So Alabama and Mississippi is like tied for first and second place, and Tennessee is up there as well, the top 5. So those are the 4 major belts in our region, in our territory throughout South Central Conference and throughout the nation as well. So we talked about those conditions, cooking classes, and you do a cooking show as well with those conditions too, honey.
Every one of them, once Curtis tells me the title of the show that he wants to do, then I find the recipes that match the show.
Yes.
Yeah.
So when we say let's go into the kitchen, it's a lot easier to go in and do the recipes that would match whatever's going on. But you know, we said the word health ministries, and we've actually changed our name to Health
Evangelism Ministries.
Oh.
Yes. So with the conference, it's more than just health.
I like that.
Because see, you can have a good blood pressure, good glucose blood sugar levels, but miss out on the kingdom.
That's right.
So it's Health Evangelism
Love it.
Ministries. It's more evangelistic than just health ministries by itself.
Oh, that's great.
The health message is the entering wedge. It's the right arm of the gospel.
Yeah.
And if we have a clear mind and an open mind, you can receive God inside.
Yes.
Yes.
The Apostle Paul handpicked Luke, and Luke accompanied Paul on his second and third missionary journey. So Paul understands the value of having somebody in the medical field to accompany him with his evangelistic series as well. So Health Evangelism Ministries.
I like that.
So tonight's program, we're also going to be in the kitchen, is that right? Second
know we're
hour.
going in the
All right. So we're going to get some good food cooking
Hey,
up.
I know my bread and water is sure. Bread, I mean, it's nothing else, okay? I know I'm eating good, all right?
Yeah. So then let's get into this then. So let's talk about then the weight, as far as I see it on your shirts here, the Winning Way Challenge. So
Yes.
talk to us about that then this evening.
Okay, so how
There's actually some really neat props here as well.
we got some, we got some visual
surprises
aids,
too.
all right?
Okay, all right.
You know, Christ Object Lessons,
Yes, sir.
COL. So my name is Curtis. Curtis Object Lessons, COL. Same thing, all right? Caught them off guard on that one. So,
You did.
Yes.
yeah, so Greg even took off his glasses. For this one.
I did. I'm
So
like,
you can see,
okay,
so you can
yeah.
hear better. Yeah. So how this started, our former pastor, W.R. Snell,
Oh, yeah.
who's now the pastor of Oakwood University,
That's right.
and also Breath of Life speaker, director.
right.
Anyway, he was our new pastor coming in about over, 14 years ago? So someone told him that the church you're going to, First Seventh-day Adventist Church in Huntsville, Alabama, the church you're going to, the people in 3A, Curtis and Paula, they're members of that church. And he told us later on, he said, oh, okay, well, I'm gonna get them to work. Not that we weren't working, we were already working, but he didn't know that. So when he came to our church and was inducted into as our new pastor, he took us into his office, pastor study, and this is what he said. I mean, just maybe 2 months after he arrived at our church. Curtis, Paula, I want to bring the biggest loser to First Church, and I want you guys to hit it off. Now, so those who don't know what the biggest loser is, that was a television
Of
program, a
course.
series,
That's
people
right.
trying to lose weight, all right? And this was in, I think it was when December.
In December.
Yeah, it's in December. And I want you to go ahead and kick it off the first of the year in January.
So we had 4 weeks.
So I said, Pastor, now if you want us to do this, now we need to be on the pulpit to advertise it,
course.
every Sabbath or whatever, and
Wednesday
let
night
people
prayer
be
meeting.
know Wednesday night prayer stuff. He said, you got it. I mean, he gave us the green light, all right? And so we had people coming in. So we had, about maybe 4 weigh-ins.
Okay.
People can weigh in and register. The first weigh-in, we had about over 30 people to sign up and
Oh,
register.
that's good.
Yeah, that is very good.
The second weigh-in is up to 60.
Oh, so
Really?
The third weigh-in was over 80.
Okay, so what's happening with this?
The fourth weigh-in and finished the weigh-in, the final weigh-in was 106.
So you would think usually most weight loss programs, it drops off. People get discouraged, people
Yeah.
want to quit, but yet it's increasing.
Well, that's the weigh-in before we got started for the the first session. So
Okay.
so that evening, now this is 6 weeks, 1 day a week for 6 weeks, all right? And the pastor was included because, it was his idea in the first place, so he was there too, and his wife, all right? And so after that first day, that first evening of 106, and we had them all in teams. We had captains and co-captains and I mean the whole 9 yards and couples together. And I put together the teams were about 8 or 9 per team, and make sure that each team had about the same number of weight per team and had it, organized. And so after that evening, I told my wife, I really had a headache. I mean, it was just really overwhelming.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they just kept coming. This was the first of the year, the first church. And then we did that, maybe 6 or 7 times since then. About every 2 or 3 years, we kept it going, right?
Incredible.
We had that. I mean, the thing that was so amazing was that everybody was in it. People were surprised to see who was in the class.
That's right.
It had to be one of those things that whether you had a problem with your weight or whatever, the reason why we call it the winning way is because if we said weight, that would change the vernacular of how many people would come. But if you say weigh, that means no matter you're a size 2 or you're a size 22, you can still take the program.
Yes.
So it was first called The Biggest Loser.
Yeah. We had the shirts and everything.
We had T-shirts and everything.
And somebody said,
oh, wait a minute now, that's on television, Biggest Loser.
y'all
You need to change that because we didn't want no lawsuits and litigation.
Of course, yeah.
We don't want to be sleeping in tents and, lose our property. So anyway, my Pathfinder, I can do that.
But we always had the winning way was always our thought from the very beginning. So The Biggest Loser was the pastor's idea.
Yeah.
So when we got ready, we said, okay, we're going to have to change this.
We changed the name.
We went back to the original name we had.
Winning Way.
I love that.
Yeah, The Winning Way. Yeah,
I
so
love
that
it.
went on, and it was very successful. We had even people who were baptized from that program, from the community.
Amen.
As far as that's concerned, yes. So it was a very successful program, The Winning Way. So now, moving forward, we went and we determined that, let's move this out of First Church, out of Huntsville, Alabama.
Okay.
Let's move it on the center stage throughout the nation. So we took this
that.
Winning Way program.
I love that.
And there's an organization called the American College of Lifestyle Medicine, right? And it was born back about maybe over 20 years ago in Loma Linda. It started in part with Seventh-day Adventists as well. And this is an organization that's now worldwide, over 14,000 members. They have an annual conference every single year. So I think we have a picture on the screen. We attended this conference back in 2024. You see a picture of that. There it is, the American College of Lifestyle Medicine.
I see that.
This was in Orlando, Florida. So people from the United States, Canada, Europe, Africa, they all came. This conference, it was over 2,600 people attending.
Oh, that's good.
And another 2,000 virtual online.
Wow, that's a big
And so I said, honey, we need to go. We need to go. And so we don't want to just go and listen. Honey, God gave us something that we can give to offer, to educate. So what we did the poster presentation on the Winning Way Challenge.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. Now, there was about 213 poster presentations.
Okay.
So I got up early, and there's a big room where all the poster presentations are exhibited.
Okay.
And so I want our poster presentation on the front board. So when people come down the escalator,
It's the
they
first
see
thing.
ours first out of 213. I think we have a video clip and talks about the Winning Way more in detail. Let's go with that video clip and talk about the Winning Way program there at the American College of Lifestyle Medicine. Poster presentation highlighted First Church Winning Way Challenge here in Huntsville, Alabama. And this is our poster presentation. Of course, the title, the reason, and the background, and 57 participants, 7 teams. And the 3 main proven strategies for weight loss is outlined here in our references. So number 1, a team approach. That's the reference for that. Number 2, culinary instruction. That's key.
So of course, yes, we're so excited about the leader of the American College of Lifestyle Medicine. And one of the things that we saw a lot of people asking and always asking questions about is recipes, okay? So we had our barcode, and then the barcode, when someone hit that, they could automatically go to our program on 3 Angels Broadcasting Network, click it, and then anything you want to do as far as foods were concerned, we were able to do. For instance, we had a program called It's on the Stove. And on the stove meant that all the foods that you might be used to, like how about some lasagna on the stove? How about shepherd pie on top of the stove? How about mock chicken fajitas on top of the stove? Yeah, and then we did skillet kale on the stove, and we ended that with an apple, raisin, and pecan. Ooh, wrap burrito. Yeah, I say just get the QR code and watch what happens.
So we had
Wow,
already.
no, that's awesome. That's amazing. So this is what they saw coming down the escalator?
Yeah,
Is that
so when
right?
they came
So
down,
right there, this is what
they
they
saw our poster presentation first. I got up early in the morning, all right, get that slot right there. So they came down and saw that.
Praise God.
It was a tremendous crowd, and people were really blessed by that.
Yeah, amen.
Well, the thing that was so amazing was they wanted to know what about the food.
Oh,
Yes.
of course.
And we got the opportunity to actually talk about 3ABN and what was going on.
Thank you
and
for
that.
that.
Particular show was It's on the Stove. We're not turning the oven on at all. We are cooking on top of the
Saving
stove.
our electricity bill.
Yeah, amen. All right.
We got a lot of calls from that.
Yeah.
Amen.
So that
great.
that was amazing with that because people all over the world attending. They have a conference every single year. So that was the most attended presentation because that was the 20th anniversary of the American College of Lifestyle Medicine as far as that's concerned. So it was a tremendous, and so therefore we did that winning way for I think maybe 7 or 8 times there in Huntsville, Alabama.
Right, right. And then we did a couple of them in other churches. They called us up and asked if we would come in. That was a little bit more difficult because we had to be present.
Yes.
So we had to try to figure out how we were going to work that out. But we were able to take the person who were the host to tell them what they needed to do each time, and the people came in, and they were successful as well. So we know, but we always say it's a God thing. We know that it was going to be successful.
Yes, yes.
So do people lose weight? Is this program successful?
Oh, yeah, it was successful. People began to lose weight. Now, so what I want to do, there's a book called Christ Object Lessons. The initials is COL. Since my first name begins with the letter C, you're laughing, boy, I got to the punchline. Okay, so my name is Curtis, start with the C. So therefore, Exhibit A.
All right.
Curtis Object Lessons, all right? So therefore, I'm going to tilt this just a little bit. So what you have here are, you can see that there's, fat cells. And then inside here are the fat cells. Now, we have 2 types of fat cells. We have white, we have brown.
Oh, really?
It's the white fat cells that increases our weight. All right, the different types of fat cells.
I didn't know there were
I didn't know that.
fat cells.
But it's the white one. So, so therefore, now let's talk about, because we're going to be on this just for a little while, right? So, fat cells are necessary. We need fat cells, all right, for body insulation, for energy, etc. Now, what becomes dangerous about these fat cells is where these fat cells can get bigger and expand. Just like a woman when she becomes pregnant.
Okay.
So, with that in mind, let's use the analogy. You have fat cells, and you have the human body of a woman who's pregnant. One of the differences is that fat cells do not die. So when a woman becomes pregnant, she gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Based on what goes into our mouths and our lifestyle, these fat cells also gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Now, let's go back to the female who's pregnant. In about 9 months, something happens to that woman who's pregnant. Now, this is not a trick question, but about maybe in the 9-month area, what do you think really happens when a woman who's pregnant about 9 months, something takes place?
She has
this
the
is not a
baby.
trick question.
She has the baby.
Yeah, she delivers the
Honey,
baby.
They are on it today. I mean, you guys are just blowing me away, really, seriously.
Oh, this is very intelligent.
So I think we passed the test, I think. Okay.
There's some more questions. Okay.
Uh-oh.
So far, so good. So when a woman gets pregnant, 9 months, the baby is born.
Yeah.
Fat cells reach its maximum capacity. It can get no bigger than at a certain diameter.
Oh, really?
After that, this fat cell gets so big, this fat cell also births
It has
a
babies.
baby fat cell.
Really?
All right?
I didn't know that.
Yes.
I didn't know that either.
And then this baby fat cell,
That one can grow too?
based on what goes into our mouth and our lifestyle, this baby fat cell grows up and get bigger and bigger. Once that baby fat cell reaches maximum capacity, a diameter, that baby fat cell births another baby fat cell.
Wow.
So now we have 3 generations of fat cells. Let's go back to the woman. When a woman births a baby in 9 months, the baby grows up. Then let's say it's a female, because it works with the illustration. Male, it doesn't work with the illustration for obvious reasons.
Right.
Then that female has a baby, 9 months. That baby grows up, has another. So the generation goes on and on and on.
Yeah.
Here's the major difference. Eventually, the babies grow up,
Yeah.
we die. We're buried. We're gone. When these baby fat cells grow up, they never die. We are.
So the original fat cell is always there.
Yeah, we are mortal. This is immortal. Fat cells never die. They stay with us for eternity. Therefore, when a person is of normal weight, they have the fat cells, that's good. But if a person is overweight or obese, they have more fat cells. So if you have 2 plates of food, both for, let's say, 1,500 calories of normal weight, that's good for that person. But if a person is overweight or obese, it's more or less them overeating, even though the food is the same exact amount of calories, because they have more fat cells.
To feed.
So therefore, when a person loses weight, what really happens is these fat cells, they don't go away, they just simply
Did they shrink?
shrink.
Okay.
Do they really?
Yes. So that's how we actually, quote, lose weight.
So you don't lose fat cells, they just
No.
shrink
They shrink.
in size.
So therefore, when children are overweight or obese, it is tremendous for them to lose weight in their adult years because they're carrying extra fat cells. It's going to be harder for them in adult years because they have more fat cells to shrink. They don't go away.
Because they have the baby and then maybe the grandbaby.
Yes, so it's a domino effect.
Right.
So therefore, when we begin to add more weight to the body,
Yep.
more weight to the body, the fat cells keep on expanding, birthing more fat cells, so therefore now the fat cells are bigger, and that's how we, quote, gain weight.
Yeah.
They don't go away. 30 billions of these. They stay with us until the day we die.
So I'm somebody watching right now and I'm just saying, well, I'm overweight or I'm obese and I'm a little discouraged. Like I can never get rid of these fat cells. So
You can never get rid of fat cells that you have. They can
what do I
only
do? Is there hope?
shrink.
Okay.
Yeah. So right now, a lot of people may be a little discouraged based on what I just said. Therefore, we have some gospel.
Oh, praise the Lord.
Yes.
Yeah,
I love good news.
Good.
Get that news.
Yeah,
We need some hope about now.
Yeah, we
need some hope.
We need some hope about now. So,
Yes.
in the Winning Way Challenge, a 6-week class, 1 day a week, we talk about lifestyle factors where there are certain foods that when they go into the system, these fat cells begin to shrink and get smaller and smaller.
Oh, praise the Lord. Now that's
They
hope.
don't go away, but they shrink in size. All right? So this is 1 day a week. So therefore, Greg took his glasses off again. So
I did, and I'm putting them in my mouth. I'm kind of chewing on them. That's not a good sign.
The fat cells won't grow bigger when you chew on your glasses. So that.
Okay, all right, good. Thanks for the clarification.
Yeah, I know that.
Important.
So basically, certain things that go into our body will help these fat cells to get smaller in diameter.
I like that.
They don't go away, but they get smaller, all right?
like that.
So therefore, the question is, this is basically how we, quote, lose weight. Fat cells are simply
They shrink.
shrinking in size and in number. So just like other than the illustration of the human anatomy, where the baby gets bigger and bigger and then it dies, this gets bigger and bigger, but the fat cells, they never die.
Yeah.
That's the major difference. So it's really important, even in childhood, to maintain a normal weight, because if not, we setting that child up for adulthood with a very disturbing trend of trying to get rid of those extra fat cells they have already established in their younger years.
I have two questions, and maybe going to get to this a little bit later on.
And you throw out, because you're the audience now.
So I'm wondering then, so to shrink the fat cells, then my first question is, I got to basically stop eating fat. That's one question. Do I or do I not? My second question is, what about these drugs for weight loss? What is that doing? So two things. Do I just stop eating fat, like no nuts, no peanut butter, no French fries, no potato chips, and that'll make them shrink? And then the other one was about fat, like the weight loss drugs.
Okay, now let's go with your first question, because we're going to talk. We talk about that in our Winning Way program. I mean, we have an offer for the people who are listening too, because it's going to be a program we're going to be offering online.
Okay, good.
Online.
Oh, that's great.
We've done that First Church so many years, over the years. I said, let's go ahead and let it open up for online audience as well. So therefore, in the Winning Way series, the challenge, we talk about how we can eat certain foods that simply causes these fat cells to start shrinking again.
Okay.
All right? And therefore, we're not feeding the fat cells, we're starving the fat cells.
Okay.
One of the things that I mentioned at First Church to get the people to sign up, this is a statement. Here's the statement. I may have to say this twice. Make sure people get this. Most people are not eating enough food to lose weight.
Whoa.
Say that again?
I knew it. I knew it.
You're not eating enough food to lose weight? Usually you think you eat less food.
Yeah, so let me, because this.
You got to break this down now. All right.
Okay, honey, we got them,
I know.
Most people are not eating enough food
to lose weight.
To lose weight.
Okay.
But it's the particular
type
of food they need to eat in order to lose the weight.
Okay.
That's the caveat in that statement.
And what type of food is that?
Well, we talk about that in the Winning Way series, all right? Okay. And then the second thing is, one lady said, when you said that from the pulpit, she signed up just for this one statement. Here's the next statement. Here's the next statement. She says, because, and also, how to shrink belly fat without doing one sit-up.
Oh.
Wow.
One lady said, I signed up just for that one statement.
Because I want to know how to do that. That's great.
Yeah. So there's a graphic. I want to put this on the screen, how men and women, the ratio, the percentage of fat of men and women. Okay, so let's look at that, because women have different type of fat cells than men.
Okay.
They're not the same. So if you look at this chart here, of course, the light is the normal for the women. The light for the green is the men, of course. You have the overweight there for the women is 30%.
Yep.
Overweight for men is 40%.
I see that.
And then you have those who are obese of women, 37%, and those who are obese for men is 35%. All right. So so on an average, to sum it up, about 3/4 of us in this country, based on that graphic, are either overweight or obese.
Yeah.
That's pretty serious.
No,
In other words, let me put it this way. To be of normal weight is actually abnormal.
Yeah, in this country.
Because most people are overweight and or obese. Now, that's based on the body mass index, BMI.
Yeah.
Okay, now, I got a statement for you. Now, I'm going to brace you for this. I want both of you to really hold on to your seat. You may want to hold your hands. I'm going to make a statement.
All right, I better put my glasses on
Ready?
too.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Ready?
yeah. So,
Ready? I'm buckled in.
based on the body mass index,
Yes.
I am overweight.
You? I don't think so.
No,
Curtis,
No.
No. Oh, and the new term is not overweight. Now the new term is pre-obese.
Really?
Like pre-diabetic.
Right?
So based on the body mass index, I am pre-obese.
But you don't look pre-obese. You look great.
That's why
both of you look great.
That's why the body mass index is outdated.
Okay.
That was established back in the 1830s by a Belgian mathematician. And so in a few years, it'd be 200 years old, almost. A lot of people are getting away from the body mass index because it does not factor in a whole lot of things. Just your height and your weight, you get the body mass index.
Yeah.
So therefore, with that in mind, based on the body mass index, I am pre-obese.
Wow.
So in the winning way, we don't just do the weight, a percentage of the body mass index. We do what is called the body roundness index.
Oh,
The body
I'm not familiar with that.
roundness index, all right? And so therefore, with that in mind, because there's different body compositions. So we have a calculator where we can put in not just your weight, your age, because as we age, we begin to lose muscle mass.
Yeah.
All right? We also put in our sex, men and women. As testosterone drops, fat comes on
Right.
here. As estrogen drops, fat comes on hips and thighs. So to put in our sex, our age, our ethnicity. African Americans, different from European Americans, different from Native Americans, different from Asians. And Hispanic. All right? So you put in ethnicity, then you have a better idea of proper body composition. And it's a calculator. We put that out. So therefore, that's what we're doing now to get a true measure of one's health. It's not just weight, but also where the fat is distributed. So now we brought a friend with us. And honey, why don't you just bring our friend that we...
Where is this
I don't
friend?
see any friend
Where's
going
the
on
friend?
here.
The friend doesn't need a seat. It's not that big. But
Okay.
yeah, so therefore...
Jill.
It might,
You even got out the bag.
Are you ready? Are you
it might be
ready?
moving around. I don't
Are you
know.
ready?
Oh my, what is that?
Oh.
Okay, so now this is just
Wow.
5 pounds of fat.
Is it really?
Just 5 pounds, all right? And I used to work in surgery.
It's not
It
super.
looks just like this.
Does it really?
You
The
wanna
color and everything.
It's not
Jill,
super.
hold it.
It's not super attractive.
Now, what we normally do, we put on a table, I mean a little tray,
That's right. And
put some oil on it and let's like it sliver around.
Oh. Ooh. Oh, it's kind of creepy feeling. Ooh. This
Now,
is 5 pounds of fat.
5
Ooh.
pounds, all
You
right?
wanna feel it?
Sure, yeah. Oh, yeah.
See?
Wow. Well, it actually has some, wow, look at that. It actually moves.
Okay.
Should I give it back or sit on the table?
Yeah, sit on the table. Yeah,
sit
people
on the
just need to look at that for a little while.
Oh.
Wow. So you said this is our friend.
Yeah, that's our friend. So therefore, now, where fat is distributed
Okay.
creates a very problematic for the entire system.
The entire system.
Right. So fat earlobes, fat cheeks, or fat fingers really doesn't impact the body. But where that
here.
fat is located right where Jill just pointed, here in the abdomen area,
Abdominal cavity.
that's where a lot of your internal organs are located, such as the liver, fatty liver. The heart disease.
Wow.
The pancreas, diabetes. All those organs right here, therefore, even up to some 13 types of cancer is attributed to increase of fat on the body.
Wow.
So the fat actually, as it attaches to different organs, it
Cause
actually
inflammation.
hurts the body's systems.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the main organs right here.
Creating disease.
Right, right. So
Yeah.
therefore, with
Amazing.
that in mind, so we want to go ahead and target not just fat overall, but body fat and more visceral fat. That's the medical term. So that's why we don't do the body mass index. That's almost 200 years old. It's outdated. We go now with the body roundness index.
Yep.
Put in all your sex, your age, ethnicity,
Yep.
weight and height, etc. Gives you a true measure of where you stand, and that should be 7% or less. You get a number.
Okay.
You get a number as far as that's concerned, all right? So having said that, so now the second question you asked is about weight loss drugs, all right? So that's hot in the last, 7 to 8 years.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
it's just flying
It's a
off the
big deal.
market. And so a lot of people are taking a lot of those weight loss drugs. I'm not going to mention them, but people know by name what they are. And so basically what it is that the body produces a hormone called glycogen, all right? Glycagon. And so, so the drug, what it does is that glycagon, when it's low, we eat. When that hormone increases, then it sends a signal to the brain, hypothalamus, I'm full, it's time to stop eating. Well, now, if you inject your body with that hormone, it's telling the brain, you can stop eating now. It's tricking the brain, you can stop eating. So they inject the body with that hormone. But what causes the problem is it also delays the emptying of the stomach, so you're full longer. But with that, you have more upset problems,
Yep.
diarrhea,
Oh, wow.
vomiting, gas, etc.
Wow.
And also, there's an increased risk based on the FDA adverse event recording system, an increased risk of a particular type of cancer,
Oh, wow.
thyroid cancer. It's on an increase based on a lot of these types of drugs, and they can cost $400, $500, $600, $800, even with special programs, sometimes over $1,000 on those different types of drugs, trying to trick the brain. See, that's why it's called glucagon-like peptide.
Okay.
It's not the true hormone.
Right.
It's like the hormone. That's why I call it glucagon-like peptide injection, causing hundreds of dollars as far as they're concerned. So that's the drug part of it as well, all right? So I just want to make sure people understand that as well.
So that's what it's doing. It's actually not literally just shrinking the cell, like going right to the cell and shrinking the fat cell. It's actually
It's tricking
tricking
the
the brain.
Go
and
to
then it goes-
hypothalamus,
Yeah, interesting.
you finish eating, and then also I'm going to slow down digestion. So therefore, with that,
Yeah.
food stays in the stomach longer. Well, because of that, not based on God's design, then you have upset stomach, diarrhea, vomiting, nausea, etc. All right?
So it's not ideal. The ideal thing to do would be to eat the types of food you were talking about.
That would shrink fat cells.
That shrink the fat cells.
Yes.
Now I notice you didn't actually give us any types of food, and is that because we have to join the Winning Way Challenge in order to learn
That's
what they
part
are?
of that. It's a 6 week.
Okay.
It's 1 day. See, it's 1 day a week for 6 weeks. All right. So, but it's more than just weight loss. So when people go through this, there's some benefits other than weight loss. All right. I think we have 3 video clips. Let's go over this first video clip and see what people are saying with the Winning Weight Challenge. It's more than just losing weight.
Okay.
Some other things too as well. So with 3 quick video clips. All right. Let's go there right now.
Yeah, let's do it.
My concern mainly was diabetes. I'm a diabetic, have been diagnosed for several years, and my A1C level would fluctuate up sometime, down sometime, but not at the level where I wanted it to be, not at the level where I would consider myself moving in a direction that was for my best interest, and also decreasing any medications that I was on. A week ago, I went to have lab work done because I have a doctor's appointment coming up. When I was last checked with my A1C, my level was 6.5. When I went last week, my level was 6.0.
Oh.
And I was ecstatic, excited, energized, knowing that just participating in Winning Way is helping me towards the goal that I see for myself.
So now here's the thing. We did not talk about diabetes at all in the 6 weeks. But about the 3rd week, people start saying, oh, my blood sugar level has started coming down.
Yeah.
Even though we did not talk about diabetes, but we talk about eating and lifestyle, diabetes went down from diabetic to a pre-diabetic in about 2 weeks.
Praise the
2 weeks.
Lord.
That's
Praise
fast.
the
Yes,
Lord.
Very
that's
fast.
one. Let's go to the next clip.
Okay.
Let's talk about another problem that someone overcame with the Winning Way.
Good.
People tease me in church. They say, Tim, you know, it's so interesting to see you agreeing with the pastor so much.
Yes.
I was diagnosed recently as having mild sleep apnea.
Oh,
And the
okay.
doctor told me I needed to lose 30 pounds in 6 months. So it was fortuitous that I came to the Winning Way program because it has taught me how to better manage my lifestyle. It is now customary for me to get 8.5 hours of sleep. And for the past 4 weeks straight, Curtis, I have been staying awake and alert during church service. That is directly attributable to the Winning Way Challenge.
So now we're talking about, and we did not talk anything about sleep apnea, all right? The last clip is another health issue that this person overcame, and listen closely to her blood pressure readings. Let's go to this next clip.
When I went to the doctor and had my routine physical, I went there with attitude that, you know, as usual, it's going to be great. And when I got my results back they called me and I was appalled. I had about 4 different things going wrong. Plus, I never had a blood pressure problem in my life. And I was bored one evening, and I believe it was the Holy Spirit said, why don't you take your blood pressure? And so I said, well, I said to myself, oh, I think I'll take my blood pressure. I took my blood pressure, and I got 170 over 104, I think it is. And I laughed, and I said, because my blood pressure cuff is old, very old. And I said, I'm going to throw that away. That's the blood pressure cuff. So it kind of bothered me. So the next morning I got up and I took it again, and it was still high. So I threw it away. I went to the store and brought me a brand new one, and it said the same thing. And so when I heard about the Winning Way, I said, I'm so undisciplined. Let me, go here and work with them, and let me get on some type of a schedule. And so this has been excellent for me. Very thankful for the Winning Way. It has got me started now on the right path, and so I'm going to keep it up. I'm no way stopping. This is a lifestyle change. I got to.
Yeah.
Amen.
So that was Adrian, all right? First one was Carmen, second one was Tim, and that was Adrian, and they went through the Winning Way series as well. So therefore, honey, you want to comment? Because I know we got a few more minutes left.
The thing that is so amazing is that when the people were taking the class and they would come each week, you would hear different stories about what they had to say. And overall, everybody kept saying, I can't believe it. I'm sleeping better. I'm eating better food. You know, I was missing breakfast. I know it's important. They were talking about what was going on as far as their levels when they would go back to their doctors. Things were changing. They were so excited. And so were we. Because the Winning Way is not just about weight. The Winning Way is about changing your lifestyle, being responsible for what is going on in your life. And with all that incorporated by them coming together every single week and praying together and what was going on, they saw the success. And the spiritual component, I need to add this, the spiritual component is the overall component that actually made the difference. Talking to God.
Let's talk about that spiritual impact. How do you see that incorporated with it?
So one of the most strongest texts in Scripture is Proverbs 23, verse 2. I think someone, either
I
you
think
or
Jill has it, yes.
Yeah. So I want us to listen to this word because a lot of people may misunderstand this text. Proverbs 23, verse 2, I believe.
This is Proverbs 23:2, and it's in the NIV version. Put a knife to your throat if you are given to gluttony.
Okay.
That's a pretty strong statement.
So a lot of people can come away with this text thinking that, oh, wait a minute. If I'm a glutton, I might as well put a knife to my throat and slit my throat if I'm a glutton. That may come with the conclusion of that text at face value. I think it's a text called John 10:10. Jesus said, "I'll come."
That's right.
That we might have life and have it more abundantly. So God does not want us to commit suicide to slit our throat. Why did the Bible say put a knife to your throat? This is the passageway food takes, there you go, from the mouth to the stomach. In other words, the Bible is saying, cut out the act of gluttony. Put a knife to your throat, cut it out, all right? Gluttony. Now, that's the Old Testament. Let's go to the New Testament. There's a text, Philippians 3, start at verse 17. We're going to expound on this for a little bit.
As we look up this verse, I just want to say, I didn't realize that we actually had a knife on the set.
Yes.
You know,
all these object lessons.
See, I didn't realize
I just snuck that one in.
I'm just, okay.
I love the object
I'm
lessons.
sure it came from the kitchen right around the corner. Okay, Philippians 3:17.
17.
Brethren, join in following my example, and note those who so walk, as you have us for a pattern.
Okay, stop. Now, so Paul is talking, brethren, he's talking to professed Christians, brethren, all right? Follow my patterns, I'll follow Christ, okay? Now, verse 18, listen to these words.
Okay, for many walk, of whom I have told you often, and now tell you even weeping, that they are the enemies of the cross of Christ.
So now Paul is writing to the people in Philippi with tears coming down his eyes. Guys, you are professed Christians. I'm writing with tears, and you are enemies to the cross of Christ. Why? Verse 19.
Whose end is destruction, whose God is their belly, and whose glory is in their shame, who set their mind on earthly things.
Whose God is their belly. In other words, these people do not eat to live, they live to eat. This is their, so there's a statement, the Summer Lord makes this, Ellen White makes a powerful statement. There's a book called Counsels on Diets and Foods, all right? In that book, one of the largest chapters in that book is entitled Diet and Spirituality. One of the largest chapters, all right? This is one of the most powerful statements in that book. Let's go to the screen and let's read this statement here. Based on what we just read from God's Word, now let's see what God's servant Ellen White talks about this. Here we go. Quote, gluttons in heaven, exclamation point. No, such will never enter the pearly gates of the golden city of God. So this is, and let me just clarify this. Just because a person is overweight and obese doesn't mean they're a glutton.
That's right.
And a person who is of normal weight is not a glutton.
That is a good point.
You cannot tell by size.
That's a good clarification.
We cannot look at people and judge them and say, you're a glutton, you're skinny,
based
you must
on
be
their
healthy.
size, all right, because it can be some other things. It can be some hormonal issues, balancing hormones, etc., and things like that. So therefore, but that's a powerful statement as far as that's concerned as well. So therefore, the bottom line is, the weapons of mass destruction is not nuclear, botanical, different radiation or chemicals. The weapons of mass destruction, fork, knife, and spoon. That's the weapons of mass destruction. So with that in mind, we want to share with the audience, we're going to be hosting online Winning Way Challenge online, all right? Now, we're not be talking about a whole lot of people. This is going to be online. This is going to be 6 weeks online.
Like a Zoom conference or something.
A Zoom conference.
Okay. This is
it's going to be
great.
held on Tuesday, all right? We're going to have a Tuesday morning session, a Tuesday afternoon or evening session, and it's going to be the first 40 people whose email is going to come on the screen, our email address is going to come on the screen. The first 40 people registered, there it is right there, Winning Way Challenge
@gmail.com.
There you go. All right, I just had a mind.
Winning
Way
Way
Challenge.
Challenge. Way is WEIGH for those of you listening on radio.
Right.
Winning Way Challenge @gmail.com.
The first 40 people.
The first 40 people sign up and register for that. It's going to be fraction of the cost of people who are paying for these drug medications that's $400, $500, $600, sometimes over $1,000 a month. It's going to be fraction of that cost, and more or less with lifestyle modifications and the foods that simply cause these fat cells to start shrinking again.
That.
And the byproduct of that, blood pressure starts coming down. About the second or third week, blood sugar starts to come down. Sleep apnea is improved. People also, now some people are very graphic. They talk about their bowel movements and I have better bowel movements. Okay, thank you very much for sharing. But a lot of things start happening
Better digestion.
overall.
Better
digestion. Yeah,
From A to Z.
Yeah, you can, I'm still in the medical field, better digestion. But a lot of things start happening. Better clarity of mind and thought. Because now we're really restructuring the microbiome, all right? And so where the stomach and the brain are closely connected.
Yes.
See, that's why when we overeat, we tend to do this.
It makes you tired.
Because there's one nerve called the vagus nerve. That's not the city in Nevada. It's the vagus nerve. It's connected from the brain to the stomach. So when the stomach is overtaxed, now the brain is affected. So therefore, and Satan knows this.
This is like after Thanksgiving dinner.
Right, yeah, exactly, all right? So I think a lot of people, I believe, don't realize that gluttony is actually S-I-N. It's really a sin. A lot of people, I think, don't really think that it's actually a sin. Is it gluttons in heaven? No. No. They will never see the city of God. Therefore, with that in mind, we want to just not only help people to lose weight, but also, we can't eat our way to heaven.
No.
Yeah,
but what goes into our mouths, how we treat our bodies, does impact our spirituality.
Yes.
Still just the same as well. All right, any comments before we go?
I think the thing that also, I know people can become discouraged just by hearing what we're saying today. The bottom line is that we are very interested in your health, and so is God. And so with that in mind, the bottom line is that whatever we're doing, we have to trust the Lord. We have to ask Him to help. And He is a part of the Winning Way Challenge to help them to see that whatever I can't do with Him, I can do it. I can succeed. And so that's why the spiritual component is a part of it, to really see what is actually going on with me, what's happening.
Amen. I love that. I was just going to ask if, I know you said we can email for the first 40 people who would like to sign up for the online Zoom Winning Way Challenge with Curtis and Paula. You can email winningwaychallenge@gmail.com, but can they call and sign up as well? Or is the only way to sign up email?
Well, email is better because that way we have realize when they email and have the time stamped to it.
Perfect.
The call is going to be too much. It's like easier for people to email. Yeah, really, the email. That's the best way to do that. Yeah.
Perfect. That's perfect.
So I want to just ask this question. I know we have like 3 minutes till we go to the cooking portion. So this is more like the medical aspect. Going back toward the beginning, you said there's actually 2 types of fat, which is, I hadn't heard of that. You said there's a white.
There's a white and a brown. Some say it's a beige, but basically the 2 main types is the white and the brown. And again, we need fat for insulation, for energy storage, time of famine, fat.
So to eat fat, like to eat nuts and things like that.
Right.
That's okay.
Now, but it's the good fats, all right? Because you mentioned about
the different types.
You mentioned both types together in your statement together.
I did, like potato chips, French fries, nuts, and peanut butter.
So you got one type of fat, So the fats that God created in nature. And let me just say this. Let me just put this out. God is not against eating sweets. All right?
Thank you.
Oh, okay.
I feel really good right now. Yes, okay.
Think about it. In I think it's in Exodus, when manna came down from heaven.
It was a little sweet.
Yeah.
It was.
Sweet, like wafers.
That's right.
Yeah. So if God was against sweets, that we would not have sweets on our taste
Right.
taste
That's true.
buds.
That's true.
Sweetness,
course.
part of our taste buds, the sweetness. So therefore, God wants to have sweets, sweets from the plant kingdom.
Yes.
And basically, the first food group mentioned in Scripture, fruit.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's
It's
sugar
sweet.
is sweet.
It is
That's
sweet.
right.
But the refined sugar, that's a different problem, which increase calorie content, which also causes these fat cells to get bigger,
Okay.
causes inflammation, and wreaks problems with the whole body itself. So therefore, sweets is good, but it's see, in other words, we educate people to eat the plant, not foods made in a plant.
Yeah. That's good. Good
Yes,
clarification.
That's really good.
No, that's
I like
excellent.
that very
Yeah.
much.
Okay, so
Well,
we got about, a minute.
Well, we
14.
appreciate and love you guys so much. And, I just
Yes.
appreciate also what you do for the cause of God, because it is a spiritual aspect, our health, right?
Yes.
It's not just to be physically fit or healthy, but it's actually a spiritual level too, right?
Yes,
so
absolutely.
that's fantastic.
Yes, yeah.
I know we're getting ready to go to the cooking portion, so maybe Paula, tell us what are we going to be looking at and tasting and trying out in the cooking portion here coming up next.
Yeah, we got some good food. We're going to be actually doing a tortilla bowl with salads in it, and we're going to do a dressing that matches that. We're going to do a soup that is a filler soup that you could eat while you're on the Winning Way Challenge. We're also going to be doing a mock tuna sandwich.
Ooh.
And we're going to end with a strawberry souffle kind of a dish that's
my.
a sweetie dish that you can actually have also. All natural, all
Amen.
plant-based.
Y'all stay around. Maybe we can give them a
Take
sample of the
taste
food,
it.
honey.
We love it.
One of these days, y'all got to come in the kitchen with us, too.
That would be really fun.
yeah,
Yeah,
actually.
yeah.
But thank you guys.
We
yeah.
would like that. We know you got to get ready and cook. So
Yes,
thank you so much for being here. We believe in what God is doing in and through
Oh,
your
my.
ministry.
Absolutely.
So thank you so much. We encourage you to join the Winning Way Challenge as well.
Right.
Don't go anywhere. Curtis and Paula will be in the kitchen.
All right, well, welcome back and from the live. That was a wonderful interview we had with Greg and Jill.
Absolutely.
Winning Way Challenge, all right, W-E-I-G-A, it's not W-A-Y, the Winning Way. So, but yeah, this is the cooking portion of that interview to follow up with that because, as I said before, one of the statements I made that a lot of people do not eat enough food to lose weight.
That's true.
All right, I had to say that again.
Yes,
I
you
think
did.
Greg took off his glasses so
Yeah,
he
no,
can
he
hear
did.
better.
He did,
Yeah.
he did.
So, but the different types of food we can use so that those fat cells begin to shrink, not get larger. That's what we want. So those fat cells don't produce another generation of fat cells. All right.
And so with that in mind, I know that you were trying to figure out, so I'm not eating enough food. That's right, you're not eating enough food. And let's just say you're not eating enough of the good food.
There you go.
The fibrous foods.
Yes.
And so basically what we're doing is just doing an exchange. We're exchanging some things that you might have been using, but we're going to make that more healthy because we don't believe in taking everything away. We believe in beginning again and looking at alternatives. I know that, Mary, you are ready for an alternative, and this particular one is one that matches the interviews that we had earlier to talk about that, because Jill kept saying, what are the foods? What are the foods?
Oh,
so
yeah,
here
what are
we
the
go,
foods?
here we
Yeah.
go.
So this is some of the foods
This
here.
is some of the foods, okay? And so on the very first one, we're going to go to, that very first one is the tortilla salad bowl. 2 cups of spring mix salad greens, 6 baby carrots diced, 1/2 cup of grape tomatoes, 1/2 cucumber sliced, 1/2 green peppers chopped, 2 tablespoons of your favorite dressing. Then 1/2 cup of red peppers chopped, 2 whole wheat tortilla shells, 1/2 cup of red onions chopped, and your cooking spray.
Okay.
Now, this is a little different.
A little different?
Because did you notice I said, or tortilla salad bowl? Now I know if you know anything about when you go to the grocery store and you see the tortilla bowls that you can make from scratch for your salads and stuff to go into, that you have to bring it home and make up your own bowl from the mixed, a little packet that you get, a little kit, all right?
Okay.
And that particular bowl can have anywhere between 500 and 600 calories per bowl without the salad. So you're saying to yourself, but
And
I
not to
still
mention
want
the
that. I
sodium,
still
too.
want it. Yep, it's got the
Yeah,
sodium, it's got the
sodium
fat,
high.
because then you don't have to make it nice and crispy. So how about we're going to actually make a salad bowl as well? And we're just going to use, believe it or not, our own whole wheat tortilla
Oh, okay.
shell itself. We're going to just take that shell. This is a soft
Now,
tortilla
how are you
shell.
going to make a bowl out of that?
We're going to take this shell, and then we actually
okay.
have our tortilla bowl right here, and we're just going to sit it down inside the bowl.
Oh, there it is.
And it
just
will
like
create
that.
its own shell. How about that?
Oh, where'd you get one of
All
those
right?
bowls, honey?
You know I'm always buying gadgets.
Yeah, that's true.
Now, I know you said, now I do not have this type of a bowl. Well, it's okay, because guess what? What you can do is you can take aluminum foil and you can roll it into a ball, and then you can take your shell and lay across it, and guess what it will do? It will create a bowl, okay?
Oh, okay.
So it goes about 400 degrees in the oven, and about 5 to 7 minutes, your shell will be nice and hard. So Curtis, why don't you bring that shell over here so they can see what it looks like?
You want to bring both or what?
Bring them both, because we're making 2 salad bowls on this particular program, right? Do not worry about any oil or anything in that at all, because it will do its own thing. So it creates its own
now
bowl.
in the oven for like, what you say,
400 degrees,
5 minutes?
400 degrees for about 5 minutes.
minutes?
You're going to check and
Okay.
see what's going on. But it will make your own bowl that you have. And I know you might say, well, those bowls look a little small, but we're trying to get the weights. We're trying to make sure we eat enough, because you got a lot of food you're going to be eating on this particular program.
We can
okay?
pack that bowl, though. I
Pack
mean,
the bowl.
really,
So
okay.
400 degrees.
So,
you can take that back over there on the way. That's going to go in the oven. And
Okay.
we're going to move this out the way.
You want to keep
All
this?
right. No. Well, we're going to hold on. Yeah, we can
You'll
hold
hold on to that,
over
right?
here. We're going to sit that over
Okay.
here so you can see what's happening. Because we got to fill that bowl up. All right. Got to fill that bowl up. And we're going to move
Okay,
this
we're
out the
going to
way.
do some cutting, huh?
Because now we're going to get the cutting going on. Now I've already gotten. You can go ahead and start getting some carrots together for me. We've already got the salad mix ready, spring salad mix. And with that in mind, is that a good knife, or you need one shorter?
No, that's fine.
It doesn't have to be real thin, because we want them to chunk up on it.
Oh, okay.
All right?
Okay.
And I didn't bring my other. Well, yeah, I did. I have my other. Let me just go ahead and get one of these also, so I can help you out. How about that? So we got the spring salad mix going on, and we're going to get some peppers up in there.
Now, how did you come across this particular recipe?
Well, believe it or not, back in the day, I was buying those bowls.
Oh, you were buying the
Then,
bowls. Okay.
because I like the bowls. And then when I started getting more and more
start reading the
healthier
ingredients, or-
and reading the ingredients, reading the
Yeah.
label, I said to myself, you can't do that no more, because you're trying to make sure you're eating more fiber and better foods. So with that in mind, we began changing things out, and in changing those things out, we discovered, I was thinking to myself, well, if they got a bowl going on, why can't we make a bowl?
Okay.
You
So
know-
now the cat is almost out of the bag.
Yeah,
when
the
I
cat's
mentioned
out.
about most people do not eat enough food to lose weight, well, the food we're talking about is fiber, and more specifically, soluble fiber. All right? So those are one of the foods that will create a long-lasting satiety in the stomach more than other foods as well.
Now-
and has less calories.
It has less
There's a lot
calories.
of water content.
Yes, and
And
this
it does not. Okay, go ahead.
Henry.
Henry.
No, go ahead,
Okay.
finish up.
But yeah, it does not swell those fat cells, but make those fat cells start to shrink in size. All right.
And because of the fact that these fibrous foods have a lot more water in them, they're going to be a
Right.
lot more, and they'll give you that sense of fullness. All right.
Yeah,
So,
okay.
so why don't you? I tell you
Okay.
what. Why don't you go ahead on? We're going to do the cucumber, and we're going to do the cucumber as we're doing this. And by the way, this cucumber comes from our garden.
Our garden.
We're going to make some slices of it. Okay, just some thin slices of the cucumber.
Okay.
All right.
We have 2 4x8 gardens
2 4x8s.
for about 7 years now, right?
Yes, 7 or 8 years, and we
God
are
really
growing.
blessed our garden now, really.
Yes, he has. As a matter of fact, he's actually the one who owns the garden. We just sort of
Yeah,
caregivers.
we're the caretakers
Not
of
too thick, baby, because that's a lot of chewing. That's fine. That's good like that, and that's probably enough also.
That's enough?
Yeah, let's put the other part over there in that bowl. Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Okay.
Because remember, we're just going to dress 2 of the salad bowls, so we're
Oh,
not going to
2
need
of
a whole
those.
lot.
I need to cut this in half or what?
No.
Okay.
No. Well,
We might need to. Why don't we just go ahead and why don't we do that in fourths? In a fourth.
Okay,
Half
good,
a fourth,
okay.
Okay. Now, you can make the bowls larger. I know. Okay, you might be saying, that bowl, guess what? The bowl by itself is only 80 calories. Just 80 calories. The salad bowl that you make from the kit is anywhere between 500 and 600 calories. You see the difference right there? You still get a chance to have, and also it's a whole grain, it's a 100% whole wheat type of a shell that we're actually using. I know I can hear you. You're saying, what about that tomato, the big shells tomato and the big ones that are also the spinach type?
Yeah.
Yes, you can, but they're awfully big. So I would like to just go ahead and go with the whole wheat ones, okay?
Okay,
so
we're done with that.
Everything is finished, and now we're gonna do this. I'm gonna move these things back in here because we got our red tomatoes.
Okay.
We got all of our goodies that's gonna go in
we
there.
need to cut those
I'm gonna
cherry
cut those up as I go along.
Oh, okay, you're
So
gonna do
let's
that?
let's go ahead on and do our
So bring them up here?
bring the whole shell.
Oh, bring the whole shell? Okay.
All right.
Right between us?
In
or what?
between us, okay? And so we're gonna go ahead and put some salad mix. This is the spring salad mix in. You can do one over there, babe.
Okay.
There you go. All right, we're gonna go ahead on and fill it up, Now I like the tricolor, I like the salads like this because it has a lot of goodies in it, all right?
Now, let me ask this question. If a person wanted to purchase that bowl that you purchased, where would they find that?
On Amazon.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I'm not supposed to, okay, you're asking the question.
Yeah.
We're gonna pack it.
Okay.
Pack it. You can go online. These bowls, these kind of things
Not
are
regular
out
in the
there.
store, though, would you find
They're
that?
in the store.
Oh,
they're
are?
in there. You know,
Okay.
it depends on where you shop.
Okay.
It depends on where you shop.
Depends on where you live, yeah.
We'll get some of them reds in there, honey. Pack it down. You got more lettuce to go ahead in there, spring lettuce, because we want to make sure that they get enough. And believe it or not, no matter how much you pack this mix, it's still going to be only less than 10 calories just of the salad by itself, not even 10, because once again, and let's go get some more coloring in yours.
Oh, okay.
All right? And then you can just break up a couple pieces there and put in there. But the name of the game is we want to really pack it up.
You're in with the color.
I'm in with color. Color is good.
We eat with our eyes.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. All right.
Okay.
So I got a couple more red in there. Let's get some more red in there.
Okay.
All right. And you know, it's all different kind. These different types of actual lettuces that's in this mix itself. All
Do
right.
I have enough room for the rest of this?
Oh yeah. Did you pack it down? See, remember now, other stuff is going in with
Well, I
that.
don't
Okay.
pack it down too much.
We just pack it like that. See, you got these grooves on the side, and the sides have not been used yet.
Oh.
See? So
Stuff the sides
pack
too.
the sides. Because we want to make sure they get enough to eat.
Okay.
They want enough to eat. Okay, so we're kind of going to bring that in. So guess what? At this point, we're going to then go ahead on and add in. We're going to add in the other goodies. All right. So let's put on top of that some carrots. Yeah.
Carrots.
Carrots are very, very low. Very, very low in calories, but also make things look very, very pretty. All right?
Okay.
Okay.
Next,
Then we're going to add in, let me go ahead and put on, you want some red peppers?
Yes.
Put some red
Get my
peppers
red
on here.
peppers.
There you go. Okay. All right. And then we're going to add to that, how about some, let's get those cucumbers over there. Let's get some of them. Cucumbers. Look how pretty this is becoming. Beautiful. Beautiful.
There you go.
Now you know.
Cucumbers.
Move them around, baby, on the salad. So, okay. All righty. Okay. And then we're going to add some red onions.
Red onions.
Okay.
Are we going to have any dressing on this?
Absolutely.
Oh.
And then we're going to do green peppers. And you can do any vegetable any kind of vegetable you want to do on a salad. The bottom line is you want to make it pretty. And when you make it pretty, it's going to be more appetizing, okay?
And then, cherry tomatoes.
You know, I said red cherry tomatoes, but I don't know if you noticed this, but in the stores now also, and we actually grew multiple colored cherry tomatoes.
You grow about maybe, 3 or 4 different types of tomatoes.
That's right.
In our garden.
So we're going to actually put those tomatoes on. Let me just see if I can cut it like this, so we can get some tomatoes on there too.
Knife is not too sharp.
No, it's not sharp at all.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get some.
Not sharp at all.
Okay, you want to go ahead on and you want to do a yellow and a red?
Yeah.
A yellow and a
I'll do a
red.
yellow.
Okay. And I've got a purple. Yeah, it's easier this way here too. I noticed that.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it this way.
All righty. Now you know this salad is coming together. Let's get some yellow on there.
Okay. There's some color here.
Color.
That's the name of the game. We eat with our eyes.
Yes, we
If it
do.
looks good, you got yellow on yours, baby?
Yes.
Yep, you got yellow. I'm going to add a couple more red.
Okay. Here, yellow. There. And
Okay. Did we do? Yep, we did that.
Yeah, we
okay,
did
let's
that.
let's throw on some more of these.
what you throwing?
I'll do
oh,
that one. You can throw
okay.
that one there. Okay. And let's get a couple more of these red. Look at that. All right. This is
Okay.
all the goodies. All the goodies. Did we get up? Yep. All the goodies are in there. Just throwing a couple more cucumbers. No, because you're gonna miss the color. Do it maybe on the side.
Okay, on the side.
On the side. Because the name of the game is we want it to be a salad that you will say, I can't wait to get to that one, okay? And believe it or not, the whole thing with all the stuff we added to
salad
it,
bowl right here.
this salad bowl is going to be less than 100 calories. How about that? Just for all of that. For all of that. That's
Yes.
why when we talk about fiber, fiber is going to be the best thing for us to go toward when we're talking about trying
Shrinking
to
those
get
fat
more
cells.
food
Right.
in, more shrinking them fat cells.
There you go. That's the name of the game, baby.
That's the name of the game.
Okay, all right.
And so you can make this up, and of course you're saying right now, is there a dressing that goes with that? Yes. Yeah, we got a dressing that matches this particular salad.
Okay.
And we're gonna look at the ingredients on this one.
All right.
Creamy basil dressing, 1 container of silken tofu firmed, 1/2 teaspoon of sea salt, 1/2 cup of soy milk, 1 teaspoon of honey, 1 lemon juice only, 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder, 2 teaspoons of sweet basil crushed, 1/2 teaspoon of onion powder, 2 teaspoons of onions minced, and 1 tablespoon of olive oil.
Okay, now this is for the salad bowl.
Yeah, we've made the salad up, and then we don't want to cheat and then just throw any kind of dressing on top of it.
Yeah, it ruined the whole salad. So
Yeah, unfortunately, the salad dressings out there, very little,
Yes.
few of them are the ones that you can actually use.
that's true.
So we make a lot of our salad dressings, and we have them in our cookbook. So on this one, Curtis, you're going to go ahead on.
Okay.
We start off, and every time you're using tofu, you always want to start off with a milk first, or some kind of a liquid. We're using a soy milk. You might say, well, I don't have that. I can't use soy milk. You can use almond milk. You can use rice milk, but we need something to go along with that, goes in before the tofu. So we're going to go ahead and pour the milk in, babe.
okay.
And then we're going to go ahead on and get started with this one. So we're going to pour the milk in first, and then you're going to probably need a spatula. You can go ahead on and put the tofu in.
Okay. You want this water in here?
It's okay.
Okay, that'd be fine.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, and then we're going to put in the honey. All right, need a smaller spatula?
Yes.
There you go. All right, and then we're going to spin this around. And I did a little spray in that glass there so it can actually move out a lot faster. I don't know if it's doing that.
No,
or
it
not.
did.
Yeah, that's what's
I
going
appreciate the spray, baby.
on. All righty.
You're looking out for the brother. Okay.
Okay,
Now-
we're going to put the top on and we're going to spin that first time round until it's smooth.
Until it's smooth, all right.
Okay, we got a little honey on the side over
Yeah,
here, so
I
we're going
see
to
that.
scoot that down. Okay, all right. Now, as he starts moving through the next part of this, I'm going to be slowly adding in the different things to it so we can keep it running continuously. Just do your spatula like that.
Oh, okay.
And then just get that off the edge of there. We need all the goodies. Okay. All right, so you're going to turn it back on, and then I'm going to start adding in, okay?
You open up this top then, or?
Oh, yeah, you're going to have to open top up.
Yeah, okay.
But wait till, yeah.
Spin it.
Spin it first.
Okay.
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 We've got that spinning around. Those ingredients are mixing in and out of
Mix this
there.
around a little bit, or
No, it
You-
should be
you
okay.
pretty-
We still
pretty
got more
good?
stuff to
Okay.
put in.
Okay.
Now, Chris is going to go ahead on and get that lemon squeeze. That's going to go in also. That also gives that flavor and texture that needs to be in that mix itself. And then I actually have the basil, sweet basil. And once again, sweet basil can be crushed. You want to kind of crush it. You can use fresh basil, by the way, in this as well. Either way, it's going to help out a lot. So when he turns it back on, he's going to add in the lemon juice. We're going to put the basil flakes in, and then we're going to add very slowly the olive oil. That's what's going to give it the softness and the creaminess and the mouthfeel that we need to have. And olive oil is always good also for cold items. All right? Put your top back on because it's going to come right out of there.
oh, okay.
What you do with
Top. Oh, it's right here.
it? No, this top here.
Oh,
baby.
okay.
Where's the lid?
Oh, here's the lid. Okay.
Just enough
yeah.
so it won't come all over the
Oh, I got you. Okay.
Okay,
Right.
all right.
So we're going.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that. Okay, that's.
See how easy that was? But guess what? We got a lot of goodies right up in here. That's a part of the lemon. So we just
Oh,
going
did
to
it?
chunk that in
Oh,
there.
did it come out? Oh, there it is.
All of it didn't
Okay.
come out.
I'm glad we put that little top on here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you done this before. Yeah.
All right.
Okay,
now, this last part, does it have a low speed on there? Oh, yeah. we
No,
just
this
move
is
it.
low.
No, here we go.
Oh.
It moves it all the way down
Oh,
there.
okay.
Okay, and then you can put your top back on. And you want to slowly add in the olive oil. Okay, then move it up a little bit to 3. There you go. That's it. All right.
That's it. Turn off. Okay.
So, you noticed that it was running real fast and quick, and that's because of speed. Curtis was Tim the Tool Man, and
Tim
he had
the
it,
Tool Man.
He had it on a 10. Okay, so let's kind
If it was a 20, no.
I know.
I wanted a 20,
I
but it's a 10.
I
That's
know,
the highest it
I
can
know,
go.
I know.
Okay.
So let's not go to the 10. Let's kind of get it started. Maybe at a 5.
At a 5.
Move it down, okay? Because basically, a lot of women are going to be doing these recipes. Because I don't want to scare them to death as they're actually working on it and say, well, how high was that?
So do not go as high as what I did here,
That's it.
okay?
That's it.
Yeah, okay. So,
Okay.
okay, now we're ready,
So what
honey,
we're going to do,
to
we're
pour
going to
this
go ahead
in
on
the
and
bowl.
pour it into that bowl so they can see what that looks like.
And use a spatula, honey.
Yeah, why don't you go ahead down it, babe. Go ahead, pour it in. Look at that, look at that, look at that.
Oh, yeah.
You can see all that, all the goodies are in this sauce. Yummy, yummy, yummy. And it makes a nice amount of it as well, all right? And
Now, honey, can you store this for not a long period of time, or can you? Or?
well, you know, if they're doing the winning weight thing, they're going to be wanting salads anyway. So, you know, I would say it lasts for about a week. But normally, people don't let it last that long.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, we're good.
Okay.
Good. This is delicious. Not delicious.
right.
It's delicious.
Delicious.
What you think?
Got some on my lip. I'm trying to get it off. No, it's good, baby. There's a nice, the lemon in there. Yeah.
And you can taste the basil and stuff as well, okay?
Now, that, I guess it's probably better when it sits overnight, or does it really matter?
No, you want the consistency of regular dressing, the regular dressing you get in the store, unless you're actually using it for, let's say, chips, or you're going to use it with some kind of a dip you're going to do it with, then it's going to be a little bit thicker. But this
Okay.
is a dressing that actually goes on a salad, so you don't want it real thick, because you want to be able to take that fork and go down in that
I
salad.
mean,
and
you
mix
said
it
the
up.
flavor will be
Oh,
more
the more
enhanced.
It will.
That's
as
what
it
I'm talking
sits.
about.
That's true.
Okay.
And you got a little bit of stuff.
Yeah,
on it.
I feel I have something you want to get off my lip. Not my makeup, just okay.
I just did that.
Okay, great.
All right. Okay. So we're gonna look
All
at.
right.
Okay. We got the dressing. We done made the salad, and so we're gonna
What's
look
next,
at the
baby?
very next recipe.
Okay, what is
Let's
it?
go there. Mock tuna sandwich. All right. 1 15-ounce, 15.5-ounce can of chickpeas, 2 tablespoons of relish, 1/2 cup of red onions chopped, 1 tablespoon of nutritional yeast flakes,
1/2 cup of celery chopped, 1 sheet of seaweed minced, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, 1 cup of vegan mayonnaise, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, and then we're going to have 8 slices of sprouted wheat bread, and then 1/4 teaspoon of sea salt, optional. Okay, now this one, I said mock tuna.
Mock
You're
tuna.
saying to yourself, okay, wait a minute. I thought it was a plant-based program. What about that?
The
Did
word
you say
mock in front of tuna.
That's why we put the word mock there in
The
front
adjective,
of it. In
yes.
place of that, we're going to be using chickpeas.
Oh,
I don't know if
okay.
you've seen or not, but a lot of chickpeas are being used a lot. You know, we put them in salad, we're making sandwiches with the chickpeas, and we're also roasting the chickpeas, and we are doing all kinds of stuff with it. It is one of the real good beans when you talk about trying to make food that look like and act like or have a mouth feel. Everything when we're talking about the winning way or any program, we got to have the mouth feel. We got to have the flavor. If it doesn't have the flavor, it doesn't have the seasoning, doesn't have that mouth feel.
Trash 13.
That's what I say. File 13.
File 13.
Trash can. Okay.
I gotta ask a question now. Chickpeas, is it the same as garbanzo?
Garbanzo.
It's just a different.
Absolutely. Nope.
Is this
They're even
two
in the
different?
store. They're in the store as either garbanzo beans.
Oh,
or they'll
it can
say
be either one of those
chickpeas,
two words.
Or they'll have both of them on a thing. It depends on how the manufacturer makes the container. So your bottom line is that you want to know. It usually says if it says the word garbanzo beans, it might have chickpea in the parenthesis.
okay.
But basically, it's chickpeas. Any way you
Okay.
want to look at it. All right. So let's open that up.
Okay,
Because what we're going to do with this is we're going to actually take these chickpeas and we want to give it a simulation of, let's say, tuna pieces, okay? And so Curtis is going to put that in there. We're going to pulse it. We're not going to spin it up real high because we actually want that to have a little bit of a texture to it as we're doing that, okay?
Go
You're going to go
ahead
ahead
and
and close
spin
that up. Wait a minute, you forgot chickpea.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Otherwise, the recipe wouldn't come out right
Well,
without
you
chicken.
know.
You're gonna pulse it?
Pulse it. It's not locked in. Okay.
Okay.
There we go. All right, we're gonna stop. And then we're gonna move them down. We wanna move them down. Because what we don't want is we don't want to have chickpea part of it still being the
you
actual.
still want some texture to it.
We want the texture, but you see there's still some beans
Right.
in here that needs to be done. So pulsing
A
it
little bit
helps
more
it.
pulsing?
Pulsing, yes.
Okay.
Okay. All right, and so you can see that all of them,
It's about,
they're
yeah, you
all
can see
done
the-
in there. That
the
looks
texture
good.
there.
That looks good.
Texture
Okay.
pretty good, honey?
So we're going to go ahead and pour that into. Or here we got that.
Oh.
We're going to put that in a bowl.
Oh, it's okay. That's it.
That's it. See how fast that was? Okay. There we
there
go.
you go.
All right, and hold that piece right there.
Okay.
Okay. Let's get it on in there. There you go. You do that there. Let's get that off. You want every single chickpea present and accounted for. All right, you want to do that one then? Okay. So he's going to just scoot that out. This makes a really good dish, all right? Chickpeas, we need a small.
Or garbanzo.
Yeah. All right,
I
you're
thought
doing
it was,
good?
At one time, I thought it was two different
I know.
legumes.
Well, you have the manufacturer's responsible for that. You got all of it? All of it
It's
out?
just about. It's close
Okay.
enough, baby.
All right. So then we're going to put that back on, honey.
Okay.
Okay. And now we're going to start adding. Now, you know, the thing that's so beautiful about this is that I like this salad because of the coloring. And when I say coloring, then you can see all the wonderful things that we've added here. We've got with us the celery. We're going to put the celery in.
All right.
Already,
Celery.
ready to go. All right, Curtis, you want to put those red onions in there?
Red onions.
Okay, we got the red onions ready to go. Go ahead, scoot that out with that. All right. And then, of course, and you can. It's going to get really pretty, as you can already see. We're going to start adding now the spices. We're going to add onion powder. We're going to add garlic powder. All right. When it comes to this kind of food, you got to have seasoning. All right. We're going to add just 1/4 of a teaspoon of the actual sea salt.
Okay.
It's going in. We're going to add nutritional yeast flakes.
Okay.
All right. Okay, let me go ahead on and start stirring this now.
Okay. Now, what's going to give it that fish taste or
We actually
aroma?
have the
the seaweed.
Oh, it's a seaweed.
And the seaweed they use when they do the sushi rolls and all that kind of stuff. We're going to be using that as well.
Now, where can you get this seaweed?
At any grocery store.
Oh, any grocery store has
Any
that.
grocery store. Smell that.
Okay. Oh, yeah. That's. Wait a minute. Oh, this came straight from the ocean.
I'm going to put the relish in.
Well, not the ocean, but
no, it didn't come from the ocean.
The veggie ocean.
And you can get the seaweed anywhere
Okay.
in a market that actually has, well, they always have the section where they got the fish. There's all kind of things over there. You've got the bay seasoning, they've got the seaweed, and usually it comes in a sheet, or every now and then you'll find it in a small packet, and in a small packet you can take it out. If I get it and I'm having a hard time trying to break it up, or maybe your food processor is not doing what it needs to do, or your blender's not doing what it's supposed to be doing, guess what? I use a coffee grinder.
Oh.
A coffee grinder. Most people have those coffee grinders at the house.
Okay.
You put the seaweed in there, it will grind it up nice and flaky, all right? So, Curtis, we're going to go ahead
ready?
and put that in. Yeah, you can put it in. And get all of that, because we definitely need to have that.
Okay.
Now, this is one of those things that you have to let it sit a while, and the longer it
So
sits,
it will
the
sit
more flavor.
overnight, would you suggest,
Oh, yeah.
or what?
It sits overnight. The one thing about when you're trying to cook and get your food ready for the Winning Way program, you want to take some time out and actually do some good preparation, getting things ready for what you're going to do. You don't want to try to cook things or fix things on the same day you're going to eat it. Sometimes people say, well, when do I do that? I said, if you have a Sunday, what day do you have this a blanket of time that you can prepare your food? Because if you don't have your food ready when it's time for you to eat, and your belly's making noise, and you've been running all day long, this is when you cheat. And you will go grab up anything you can grab up, start putting in your mouth, and then by the time midnight comes or later on that evening, you start crying and you get yourself all worked up because you said, you know what, I shouldn't have eaten that. Well, the reason that you eat it is because you're hungry. And so we want to prepare ahead of time, so we're not preparing the same day. We're going to prepare the food, all right?
So your day is
I do
more
mine
like
on Sunday.
Yeah.
I love to prepare on Sunday.
On Sunday.
Put my music on, get all my stuff together, and just start doing it. So our last thing, I mentioned vegan mayonnaise.
Okay, all right.
How about that's on the market now too? They got vegan mayonnaise, and guess what? It's in your regular grocery store. So it says plant-based, vegan. I'm not gonna call the name of the company, but vegan mayonnaise is available as well. So Curtis, I'm gonna have you take that and start moving it in as I stir it around. You can see it's very, very colorful. Not a lot. Hold up, because I want to stir.
Okay. A little bit at a time.
Yeah. Okay. And this lasts. You can make sandwiches out of it. Go ahead. You can put some more in. You can make sandwiches out of it. You can use it as a dip. Okay. Let's get all that out of there, honey. Yeah.
The smell of fish is there. I'm going to get that off of my...
Oh, yeah. Let's get it off. Want to take all of it. Turn it around that way. Okay, we good.
Okay, yeah.
All right. So, I'm going to tell you, back in the day, I loved me some tuna, okay? And so when I got this recipe together and found this one, I kept saying, how is this going to work itself out? And so I began looking at different ingredients that can go into something. And I thought to myself, self, where's that fish flavor coming from? Now, you've heard of kelp. A lot of you use kelp. I did kelp at first, but the kelp powder was so strong that it just changed the texture and taste of the item. So then I went with the seaweed.
Okay, so it has more of a aroma of fish more than kelp.
Yes. Well, no, the kelp smells like that, but I think because
but the texture or what?
I think because it's a powder that it's strong.
Okay.
And so it can change the texture and change the feel, not only the feel, but it will change up the flavoring. Okay, I want to say that. I think that's the right word I want to use.
Yeah.
The flavoring, because the seaweed doesn't do that, all right?
Okay.
It doesn't do that. Look at that. Look at that. That is so good. And now, usually, once again, if I'm going to make sandwiches out of this, then what I would do, like Kurt said earlier, I do like a lot of my prepping on Sunday. So I prep my stuff up so that I don't have an opportunity to just go grab something. Now, there's two things that can happen when you're talking about weight management. Two. One is that you don't shop for the right stuff to fill that cupboards up. If you've got stuff in that cupboard that is not good for you, and we'll go through that also about what should you have available. If you've got to go to the store and buy stuff, you're going to be 9 times out of 10. By the time you go in the store, have you ever gone to the store and said, I'm going to get some chickpeas, and you came out there with chicken? Have you said, I'm going to get some chickpeas, and you came out with some potato chips? Okay, so you can't do that. Can't do that. What you want to do is you want to write your list up of all the things you're going to go after, go in there and pick it up. And please do not go to the grocery store hungry. If you go to the grocery store hungry, they got all them smells coming on out there and everything.
You come up with 2 shopping carts.
And nothing you're supposed to be using, okay?
And those begin to swell.
Ooh, my goodness. So, guess what? This is going to go on a whole wheat sprouted bread that you will see at the end of the program also. So you know you got to stay by for that one there so you can see that. And it's going to be delicious. Not delicious, delicious.
With the capital D.
That's the capital D.
Capital D,
okay.
that's what I'm talking
So let's
about.
look at the very next recipe.
Okay, honey.
Oh, a hearty vegetable soup. 6 cups of water, 1 teaspoon of fresh garlic minced, 3 tablespoons of McKay's chicken style seasoning, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, 1 package of tri-colored coleslaw salad mix, 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper, 2 cups of tomatoes diced, 1 cup of soy curls chopped, and 1 10-ounce package of frozen mixed vegetables. Okay. Now, we've done that tortilla bowl with the salad. We've made that dressing to go with it.
Salad.
All right, lots of fiber going on. And then we turned around and made that mock tuna. Yeah, we did.
Smell fishy.
The other thing about when you're talking about weight management, we're talking about filling up foods. Another one is a vegetable soup. And this vegetable soup is good. But I know you're saying to yourself, I'm going to go ahead on and start the water up on this one, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about that. This calls for 6 cups of water. Getting it going.
All right.
Because this water's got to come to a boil. It's on.
Yes, on. Okay.
All right.
Good. All right.
We're going to bring that. We're going to bring it in. This is 6 cups of water. This soup goes a long way, and it is quick and easy. All right. And along with that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my chicken style seasoning, and I'm going to put it in the water mix also. Let's go ahead and get that going.
Chicken style seasoning
Talk
does
about
not
that.
contain any chicken.
That's right.
And beef style seasoning does not contain any beef.
It's a pseudo.
It's McKay's.
That's right.
Okay, just want to make sure.
Now, there is McKay's out there. You want to make sure it says no MSG.
Okay.
Most of the cases,
True.
when it first came out, Curtis, it had the MSG in it. And the people began complaining about it. And I think that's what made them go toward the kind now where it has no MSG in it, all right? No monosodium glucamates, all right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're just putting in the flavoring to get it started when it comes to a boil. But let me say this. When I started making soups, and I don't know about you, and then you probably said, to make a soup up, that's a lot of work, all right? You got to cut up all your carrots.
Yes.
You got to cut up you got to wash and clean everything up. And you got to take the corn and cut up the pieces to it. One day, I was at the store, that's the store, and I was getting my cabbage, my carrots, my purple cabbage, my green cabbage. I was getting all that together. I was getting it together. And I was cutting and chopping. And I said to myself, there's got to be an easier way to do this. And I was in the grocery store, Curtis, and I was making coleslaw from scratch. But somehow go over there to coleslaw, and all of a sudden the light bulb came on. And it was like, wait a minute. Why can't you use the coleslaw, which already has the red cabbage, or the purple cabbage, it's got the green cabbage, and then it's got the carrots already sliced up.
Already there.
And it's so much cheaper. And guess what? We're on a program trying to get ourselves together. The more work you have to do, the harder it's going to be for you to work it out, okay? So, and then also back again, corn and carrots and peas, frozen in the frozen food section in the grocery store. Oh, you're going to add that to that as well, okay? You don't have to do a lot of work. You have to just work smarter, all right?
Okay.
So while that's getting itself together, I'm going to turn it up. And Curtis, you mentioned about the fact that we're not eating enough. So come on.
Yeah, most
talk to
people
us
are not
about that.
eating enough food to lose weight. Yeah,
So what does that mean?
Yeah, well, it's the right type of foods to lose weight. So therefore, like I said before, it's the fiber, folks. Fiber helps to fill up the stomach, have a good sense of satiety, and more particularly, soluble fiber, all right? And so some of the things that we're doing today is fibrous, rich foods. Soluble fiber has a lot of water content, so it does not add calories to the body as well. It does not enlarge those fat cells. Now, let me say this too, because this is going to be an eye-opener for a lot of people. I didn't say this in the interview, but fat cells has an excellent memory, like elephants. In other words, when fat cells shrink, they remember and try to get back to the size they were before they got smaller. So they're striving to get back to that large size of that fat cells previously. So that's why it's easy to lose weight, but to keep it off, the fat cells are striving to get back to that size before they were reduced in size. Therefore, this is going to be more or less a lifestyle approach to weight maintenance. There's a registry called United States National Weight Control Registry. Established back in 1993, over 10,000 people who have lost weight and also kept it off. And there's other countries around the globe as well, Portugal and Germany and Greece also have this weight loss registry, but the United States has the largest. And they determined that those who lost weight and kept it off ate high impact of fiber, soluble fiber, and the other thing is most of them also ate breakfast on a regular basis. So that's a clue already. We're going to get more into the winning way with the 6 weeks, but we'll give you that tip right now for this program.
Well, the other thing that I like also is they say eat according to the rainbow.
Oh, yes.
And the one thing about when you're doing that plant-based eating, you got the color going on. God outdid himself when it comes to the things that are appetizing and it looks good when you go into the store. And when you go in there, it's like kind of calling you.
Yes.
It's kind of calling you.
It's calling your name.
It's calling you. And so in that section where you got your carrots and you got all the veggies going on, and I know there are certain vegetables that people say to me, I don't like that. As a matter of fact, when they tell me they don't like that, I used to, back in the day, people would say, Paul, I want to lose weight. And can you write me up a menu?
Oh, yeah.
And can you tell me what I'm going to eat? And when I first got started in my area of nutrition, I was writing up all the stuff that a person would have for 10,000 calories a day or 1,500 calories a day. I was doing that, and guess what? I would say things to them, and then I would go maybe to the supermarket, or maybe I would go to the church, and I would see the person who had me write up that 10 or 12,000 calorie meal. You know what they did? They would run.
They'll run.
And I'd run after them.
Kind of hide.
I'd run after them. And I'd say, what's up? What's up? Well, you know that menu you wrote for me? I said, uh-huh. They said, well, half the stuff on there I don't even eat. I don't like no carrots. I don't like, they start naming the things they didn't eat. And I'm like, okay. So guess what? That became my future of being a writer, of writing out recipes for people. I'm either going to make my recipes up ahead of time, or I'm going to say this. I'll say like, Curtis,
so tell me, what do you like? Yeah. Tell me some colors.
I would say, okay, we need something orange. Okay.
Orange
Tell me
slices.
something orange that you will eat. And they're not going to say orange slices because they're coming to a program where they're actually losing weight, okay? So I said, give me something orange. Okay, tell me something
So you let the
green.
person pick their colorful foods.
They will eat.
And then base it around what they used to eating,
and
what they like to eat.
when they do that, guess what? The chances of them staying on that diet, it lasted because of the fact of that. Look at the beautiful array of stuff that God has given us. Look at the coloring that's here as well as that. And so with all that in mind, we're actually going to put these together. We're going to make our own soup up. And then when we make this soup up, ooh, it's a filler soup.
Yes.
When I finish making this soup up, it can make anywhere from 6 to 8 quart-sized jars, glass jars. I put all my soups in glass jars, not in plastic. I put them in glass jars because they last longer. They're not only prettier, but they have a longer look to them. And they look pretty when you go in that refrigerator and you're trying to get something and your mind is going toward, let's get some cupcakes or some chocolate, whatever. Nope. You got the soup already ready to go, and it will fill you up, all right?
Yes, it will, honey.
Talk about go along with that.
And that's easy to do because, again, you're not cutting up anything. It's already cut up.
Nope.
The vegetables all together frozen.
Everything is there.
So we're not staying in the kitchen half a day.
That's it. So we're going to start off by putting in the tri-colored
salad mix.
Coleslaw.
It's called coleslaw mix.
It's called coleslaw, and it's actually called tricolor because it got
tricolor
tricolor
coleslaw mix.
Coleslaw mix. All right. And remember now, This is the one they use for regular coleslaw, but we're gonna make that into. We're not gonna cut all that. See, if I give you a whole lot of stuff to do, you're gonna be really tired. So we're trying to go, trying to get you to do some stuff kind of quick. We're gonna put the frozen. How about? Is that gorgeous frozen
vegetable?
Mixed vegetables. Okay, going on in there. And you know, even though they're frozen, remember, it's gonna cook. And I know that people say things like, well, you know, when you're cooking your vegetables, you know, the vitamins and minerals leach out. And they're going to leach out and you're going to lose them. Not like this, because everything's going to be in this soup mix, okay? All right, so we got that in. And now we're going to add in, and I like it because you can put everything on up in there.
Just dump it in there.
Diced tomatoes, put them in.
Right here, honey?
Yep, got diced tomatoes going in. Slowly. Okay, because they are known to splash everywhere. Diced tomatoes. Now, you know, you can make your diced tomatoes from scratch if you want to, but why do that when you can get them in the store? Already ready to go, all right? So we got the diced tomatoes going in.
What's next, honey?
And then we're going to put in, now I usually do the sauce, tomato sauce later, because I want the coloring. Right now, if you were to see it, that's not an attractive color right there, okay? So the tomato sauce is going to actually give you that red color.
Okay.
If you want to use another type of seasoning, I'm saying because basically vegetable soup has that redness to it, and you want all those colors to pop, then you want to use that as well. So, Curtis, you got garlic over there?
Oh, okay. I need to
get some fresh garlic up in there
put
also.
this in here.
Put it in there, and let's get some garlic going.
Do I need to press it
squeeze
now?
it. Go ahead. You go ahead and squeeze it on top of that.
Okay, there you go.
Okay, squeeze it. All the way. There you go. Look at that. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to put that garlic in. It's doing good. Do that one more time.
Okay.
Because actually, it's coming out on the other side of it.
Yeah, it is.
I can see it.
Yeah, okay.
All right, we got the garlic in. Okay. All right, we got the garlic in as well. And now we're going to also start, we're going to start with the seasoning. We're going to go ahead on and put the seasoning in. Okay, yeah. This is what makes it come alive. This is
cayenne, a little kick.
A little bit of a kick. Got to
Just
add
a kick.
Cayenne.
Got to have a kick.
Got to add the cayenne to it. And now, we want to talk for a hot second about soy curls.
Yes, okay.
I don't know if you've seen those on the market, but they're in the market. They're in the regular grocery store. I'm so glad, because there was a time when you couldn't even hardly get them. You had to stand away for them. These are soy curls. And I'm going to tell you, that was a genius who thought this one up. So these soy curls, actually, we crumble them up and put them into the soup to do a mock chicken pieces. Oh, come on now. Come on now.
A little substance to it.
And normally, because we usually just break them up a little bit and put them in, and they're going to swell up as well, okay? So, Curtis, you want to break up a couple? Going to put them in, and you want to break them up because you don't want to be too big. You want them to give the assimilation of chicken pieces, all right? So this is a vegetable soup with chicken in it. Mock chicken, that is. Mock chicken.
Now, don't tell nobody now.
Okay. Now, don't crush them up first, baby. Don't put them in big. Now, remember, the larger the pieces are that go in there, the bigger it's going to get. So you really want to get the assimilation of like chicken pieces, all right? And it will swell up as well, all right? It will swell up as well. So you're going to put that in. And normally, once again, I usually put the chicken, these pieces, the curls, in last. But because we're on the program, it's we already had that taken care of for you. And I'm going to add the last part in there, which is going to be the soup. I mean, tomato sauce.
Okay.
I'm talking
so
about
now, how long you'll let that cook?
I let this cook until all the actual soy curls, because you're going to add them in there last, they're going to get tender and they're going to swell up.
For about 30 minutes?
About 30 minutes or so. And remember, it's making a whole lot. As you can already see by looking at our pot, it is nice and full, okay? It's nice and full. Usually, I would say about maybe 30 minutes or so on. I start off on high when you bring it to a boil, and then I turn it down and let it simmer. But I want you just to see. Look at these colors. Look at these colors. Look at that. Is that gorgeous or what? Yeah, it is, girl. It's going somewhere, all right? And you didn't have to do all that work. Think about it. You didn't have to do all that work because everything was already pre-cut, ready to go into the pot. And like I said, when I get done, I put it in glass jars. Once it cools down, put it in glass jars and put it in the refrigerator. And a quart size will make almost 3 cups of soup.
When you make it at home, you have about at least 4 quarts.
I do 4 quarts, and it actually comes out about 6 jars.
6 jars.
When I get done. All right.
I can go for several days on that.
Yeah. And when you come in, let's say you're coming in from work or you've been somewhere and you're coming through that house, you know you don't have time to make anything up, but you got that soup ready. It's in those jars. So guess what? All you got to do is take it out, put it into a saucepan, make it up, and then you already made that mock tuna.
Sandwich.
Get you a sandwich going. That's a sandwich. Or a sandwich.
That's a sandwich.
Going, okay, with lettuce and tomatoes and
Right.
stuff on top of it, on a spring, on the, what's that bread I talked about earlier?
Sprout.
Sprouted bread,
Yes.
sprouted bread. You be ready to go. But now, I know you, I hear you. You said
It's
just
coming
now
through.
to me, is there a dessert?
Because God built in our tongue a sweet tooth.
Yes, he did.
Okay, taste of sweetness. All right.
So, with
that
that in
manna
mind-
coming down from heaven.
Yes.
All right. For 40 years.
Yes.
Tastes like honey. All right. And so without the Sabbath, but every day, those 6 days. So therefore, nothing wrong with sweets, but refined sugar.
Type.
That's the culprit. So
It's the
we have
type.
something sweet.
It's the type.
Yes.
We're
So-
going to go to the last one, which is our dessert, and it
Okay.
is a strawberry banana sorbet. It is 1 1/4 cup of cold soy milk, vanilla, 1 cup of frozen strawberry halves, 2 large frozen bananas, and 3 tablespoons of maple syrup.
Okay.
All right. So,
All right.
this is the dessert. Once again, natural, nothing extra. We
For
do
the
have a little
plant
bit of maple
kingdom.
syrup here. The more older your bananas, the sweeter it will be.
Maple syrup
Just in
comes from
case-
trees.
Just in case it's not sweet enough, we got a little bit
Okay.
of maple syrup. Okay, so we're going to start off with just putting in
Okay.
first.
We're going to put in the milk.
We're going to just pour the milk in there first.
Okay.
And then we're going to, with the 1/4, and then we're going to put the frozen bananas in also as well.
Oh, okay.
Let's start those off that way.
All right.
All right. And let's turn it on.
Okay.
Speed it up a little bit. Speed up. Speed up. Okay, stopping. Okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna go ahead and put the strawberries in.
Okay.
Yummy, yummy. These are strawberries that do not have any sweeteners on them, regular
So
strawberries.
this is, okay, no sugar.
Now what I want to do before we even start it up again, then we're just
Gonna
go ahead
mix
on
it up
and
a
move
little
it.
bit. Let me put this over.
Yeah, let's just move it around a little bit here. Okay, we're gonna put that top on. Let me just throw a little bit more milk in there, babe. This is because
Yeah.
it's 1 1/4 cup, so we're gonna add a little bit more. Okay.
Okay.
All righty.
Where
Now
to
you
go?
can spin it up higher. Spin it up higher. Spin it up higher. Keep it going. Okay. Stop. Look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that.
Okay,
Okay,
all
now we're
right.
getting ready to add the rest of the milk, and then, soy milk. And then we're going to add in the maple syrup. Here we go.
You're doing a fine job, honey.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, here we go. This is what brings it. This is what brings it. This is what brings it. Get all the goodies out. All righty.
Going again?
Uh-huh. And now we're going to put it on a higher. Stop it. And you can see the texture's changed up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And sometimes you can actually, well, one of the things that I do with this, because of the fact we're talking about cooking and getting things ready early, is I will turn around and make this up, and I'll put it into a popsicle container.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And I will put
Yeah.
the top on it, and I will make it into a popsicle. All right?
Yeah.
This is so versatile. There's so many things you can
Yeah.
do with it. If you want to make the popsicle, or if you want to take something and put, let's say, walnuts or almonds or something in the bottom of that popsicle container, you can do the same thing. Or you can have little custard dishes. We have with
Okay.
us our dishes that we're going to be using for this item. Let's go
Are
one
we
more
through now?
time.
One more
Let's do it
time?
One more time.
Okay.
All right. Okay. All righty. And then we're just going to take our
I'll let
drink.
you do it, honey.
This is cold and this is good, all right? And we're just going to pour it into our glasses.
Okay. Excellent.
Let me just wipe that off. There and there.
And there you have it.
And there you have it. You have your,
Now, what is this again called? The
this is strawberry banana
banana
sorbet.
sorbet.
All right?
All right, yes.
And remember, you can turn this into ice cream If you want that, you want to make ice cream out of it, you can. And you can decorate it. You know, you can put peppermint leaves on top of it. You could put strawberries around the side. We'll try some of that at the end, okay? And so basically, Curtis, think about it. All the things we talked about.
Okay.
Colorful.
Colorful.
We met your vegetables. We got your main entrees going on.
Got your
we got
protein.
All that combination.
The soy.
Lots and lots of fiber.
Got the fiber, soluble fiber. Helps
Low,
fills you up.
low in calories, all right?
It can also fills up the stomach.
Yes.
So it satisfies the satiety mechanism.
It satisfies
Yes, it
You've
does.
got to have it. And that's the thing, Curtis. The thing is,
Without enlarging the fat cells.
that's the bottom line.
Yes.
And remember, the one thing, I know that people get nervous. The one thing that's beautiful here is that not only listening to the things we say, because each week we'll talk about a different subject, you get the chance to journal everything you're doing. Because when you journal, that's when you go back and say to yourself, you know what, I've journaled, and yet with this alone, I'm having an issue of saying, let me say I ate something that I shouldn't have eaten. You'll go back the next time and you'll say, you know what, I'm not eating that again.
Yes.
Because you'll look at that journal and you'll see that you had things on there that was not a part of that.
So we'll be your health coach.
We're your coaches.
All right, health coach. So it'll be 1 day a week for 6 weeks. It's going to be on the Tuesday. We'll have a morning session, or you can choose an evening session based on your time schedule as well. And it's going to be about maybe 30 minutes each time. And so not a whole lot of time. And each week will be a challenge.
Yes.
Because it's the winning weight challenge. Each week will be a challenge. And then the next week would be another challenge. And that week challenge will couple with the previous week's challenge. So each challenge will build on itself, one challenge after another. The first week's challenge is going to be huge. All right?
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell you what it is, but the first week challenge for the first 7 days is going to be monumental. It's going to be very impactful. First week's challenge, all right? And then the next week will be the next 7 days added to the first week's challenge as well.
And that's why it's called the Winning Way Challenge.
Okay.
Why a challenge? Because you don't have to do this by yourself.
Yes.
You can grab a friend to work along with you. That really is a good to actually have somebody helping you out with that, because you can become accountable to each other.
We become their health coach.
Yes,
We're your health
yes.
coach, folks, for those 6 weeks duration, all right? And so now the crew helped us put this food all together,
Yes,
put it
they
on the
did.
table
Yeah,
as
yeah,
well,
yeah,
Lord.
yeah.
And so maybe you want to talk about the food, the finished product here. And remember now, the first 40 people to email us, and put that email on the screen, the first 40, winningwaychallenge@gmail.com. Again, winningwaychallenge@gmail.com. The first 40 people register. You can get you set. It's going to be on Tuesday, either a morning session, or you can choose the evening session on a Tuesday for 6 weeks, all right? So now let's talk about, thank for the crew for getting this food out here for us, and let's work around this table,
We
honey.
started off with that tortilla salad bake with
Oh,
all
yes.
the beautiful, beautiful vegetables on top of it. Along with that, we did that creamy basil dressing.
yes.
I'm telling you. And then we made that mock tuna, and we put it into sprouted bread and made it into
Oh,
a
got the
sandwich.
tomatoes and lettuce and,
everything on
oh,
there, everything
yes,
on there.
yes.
And then we also did our vegetable soup. It's got everything in it. Carrots,
Yes,
everything's
yes.
in it. Okay, and then
And
we
then?
ended with the star, of course, as everybody's always saying. Where's
All right,
the where's
where
the fruit?
is the
Where's fruit? Where's
dessert?
We did the dessert, which was the strawberry banana sorbet, and to actually kind of top that off.
Oh, you're gonna
make
put
that a lot
something-
more prettier.
Yes.
And that is, remember I talked about you can make all kind of things out of it.
You have some strawberries
But
to
let's
put
just-
on this, honey, or
You know, I'm not
underneath,
really
or-
sure whether the strawberries are going to act like they need to, so let's just go ahead on.
Oh, you're just going to put the...
And let's just put the peppermint on top of that.
okay,
And
yes.
that's going to sit alongside that as well. So I think that from what you've learned,
Yes.
that you can see
So far.
that the Winning Way Challenge has got some good food in it.
And they'll have those QR codes as we walk through the 6 weeks with you as well to try those recipes as well.
So, Curtis,
And so looking
I
forward
know-
to meeting those people on the Zoom coming up. And now can we sample, what about the...
I knew you were going to say
The
that.
sorbet
so
or-
let's just see. I think under here we got
Oh.
some sample stuff that we can actually
Yeah,
sample out.
here's some right here, honey. Okay, I got...
And do you have any? You got any strawberries down there too?
see here.
Let's see some strawberries.
Okay, the crew put some strawberries under the table too. Yeah, the crew did that as
No,
well.
it's not gonna be enough. Let's just get a little bit more of that cream
okay,
in.
that's just gonna make me mad.
I know.
Okay, how about me, honey? A little bit more. There you go. All right, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
And let's get a
Well,
strawberry.
anyway, John 10:10, Jesus said, I come, that they might have life and have it more abundantly.